Hi everyone, Dr. Benedetto here again today with a short health update video. Another cool study that I came across that I think many of you who are watching this either live or later will enjoy. I think it's a big one. It's a big study, which I think has a big impact on many of our lives. So let's go ahead and kind of dive right in. This study came out last month, so this is October of 2018. We're currently in November, but this study came out October of 2018. It's a new study that demonstrated the importance of an infant's diet on establishing long-term digestive health. Okay, so looking at infants and their diet and setting them up, basically setting up their gut health, their digestive health, pretty much for the rest of their life, and the importance of it. So it's a really cool study. We're talking about the development, you may have heard some of these terms, we're talking about the development of a microbiome, right? So the environment within your digestive system, particularly the bacteria, the healthy bacteria. The development of this is dependent on numerous factors, right? So the mode of breastfeeding, if someone's not breastfed, if the fat content of the breast milk, the formulas that are used, if there is no breast milk, the type of weaning that is done, the type of solid foods that are introduced, their siblings, pets, antibiotic use so there's a lot of environmental factors that come into play here. Now, this study was published last month in a journal called Nature, and the researchers demonstrated the importance of diet during an infant's life and its long-term effect. And this is kind of the first one of its kind, a study that's been done. So, in this study, there was 12,500 stool samples from 903 children. So that's a lot, right? Over 12,000 stool samples from 900 kids from 3 to 46 months. Okay, so they're from 3 months old to up to, a couple of years old, 4 years old. And they were analyzed from 3 countries, 3 European countries, Germany, Sweden, Finland, 3 U.S. states, Georgia, Colorado, Washington. This is all part of a bigger study on diabetes. And the researchers were able to demonstrate that the gut microbiome goes through 3 distinctive phases, developmental phases, okay? A development phase, which is in the first 3 to 14 months, transitional phase, which is in the first 15 to 30 months, and then a stable phase, which is 31 to 46 months. So the results, right? Breastfeeding was the most significant factor associated with the microbiome, okay? So obviously, children who were breastfed had the best microbiome, right? I mean, that makes sense. That's the way nature wants it, right? That's the way God intended it, right? There's a reason for that, for breastfeeding, and this is a big reason why. And also that once breastfeeding was stopped, so once there was cessation of breastfeeding, then the bacteria changed to the more adult forms faster, okay? And then because once infants are weaned off breast milk, there's a rapid change that takes place from their transition or from their developmental bacteria to now more mature bacteria that we're going to have as adults. So breastfeeding was the number one factor. Again, they recommend that if a child is not breastfed or has to be weaned sooner than normal, then certain types of probiotic powders and things should be used when the breast milk's not available. So a couple other things. They saw the type of birth actually changed the microbiome. So there were higher levels of bacteria in infants that were delivered vaginally as opposed to through C-section or cesarean section. And again, those that were born vaginally, their bacteria developed a lot more quickly. Some other things, they saw that, again, also published in Nature, that the early gut microbiome is important in children, but also as they become adults, into developing other health conditions, other health problems. So there was a higher incidence of type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disease. So type 1 diabetes in those infants that did not have good population of healthy bacteria. Some other ones, researchers found diet during pregnancy and infancy contributes to atopic disease, so skin stuff. Another one here showing the link between the gut microbiome of a 1-month-old infant and increased risk of allergies later in life. So lots of stuff showing the importance of establishing good gut health or very early on in life, right? I mean, you can't get any earlier in infancy. So, and some other factors that they took into account here, right? Geographical location. They took samples from different parts of the world. Everything from environment, right? So if somebody has a pet in the house, or siblings are ill, or you name it, anything in the environment that could affect that infant's gut microbiome. So take-home message here, obviously if you do not have children yet, or you do have children, or you're pregnant, I mean, these things are hugely important that we're seeing a lot of solid research now back up the claims that, you need to have good gut health, obviously, as an adult, but it really starts from day one in life, right? So if as an infant you don't have good gut health, you don't have a lot of good healthy bacteria, you're not breastfed, you're not delivered vaginally, right? You're going to have a little disadvantage and may have to make up some of that ground later in life. And so super important for our youngsters, for the infants, that we establish good gut health to set them up for a lifetime of good health, right? Because if that doesn't happen, we're going to see problems in their younger days. Obviously, antibiotic use in little kids is going to cause a problem, right? It's going to cause problems not just when they're little, but through the rest of their lives and their health moving forward. So if you have any questions, hopefully this was helpful. I want to try and keep this short and sweet today. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can comment below. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. You can always comment below here, whether you're seeing this on social media or an email, or you can always respond. And if you have any questions, let me know. We're here to help, and hopefully this was helpful for you. So until next time, keep that gut healthy, especially in those little ones. Have a great day, everyone.